Welcome to Kings Canyon National Park. This is the Rae Lakes Loop. The Rae Lakes Loop is a 42-mile loop in Kings Canyon National Park. 5 of us would set out on an 8-day trip to explore the loop. What we would find in the backcountry was a pristine wilderness that none of us would want to leave. Look at these views. There's Kings Canyon right there. Wow. It's just beautiful. We started way off over there, came up through like the meadow and next to the Kings River, and now we're doing switchbacks up. Let me see if I could come across here. There's a waterfall going right off the rocks right in there. Pretty nice. We're going to keep going up these switchbacks here. The group right here, David, Monica, Hector. Wes is already going up. But switchback, it starts right here again. We're on number 9 of like 19 or 15. Not too sure exactly how many. Somebody said 14, but I think we're already 5 in. Here we go, let's keep going up. We have made it to the Sphinx Creek Camp, and man, we got it all to ourselves right now on Rae Lakes Loop. It's a busy trail, one of the more popular trails in the Sierra to do, and we got this all to ourselves. Look at this tree, massive. Let's come around, I'll show you camp. Got a fire ring, he said, over here. You got a fire ring, you got a bench, somebody's built a bench. We got a box right there. Wes has got dibs on his spot. It's gonna be a nice campsite tonight. Looks like there's more back here. Oh my goodness, there is more. So we got a bear box there. And you can put a lot more tents back in here too. Nice. We'll set up right here. I'll see where Monica wants to put our tent. We're gonna be using the Haven tarp setup. We made it into camp. Took us a couple hours after the other crossing to get up here. Just was a nice uphill, lots of switchbacks coming up. Got to a nice flat area over here, and then just opened up into this camp, which is a beautiful camp. We got it all to ourselves, and now it's about time to make some dinner. So here's what I'm having for dinner: some next mile meal, coconut chicken curry. It's pretty good. I'm gonna cook that. I'll show you how it is afterwards, but I repackaged all my meals this weekend and just put into like these little Ziploc freezer bags. And we've also got a fire going. Fire right there. Miss Monica right there.
Hello.
And this will be a good night. Right before we started cooking and had the fire, we had a deer that just came right down through camp. That was pretty neat. Maybe we'll see a few more tonight. If not, maybe a bear. Just had a great dinner. We're enjoying the campfire. As you can see, the flames are just reflecting off of me now. And it's a little bit after 8, maybe 8:15 or so. So we'll call it a night here before too long. At least I'm putting the camera away. And then we'll decide tomorrow if we're going 6.4 miles or 8.9. Junction Meadow or Vidette Meadow. One of the two. We'll see you in the morning. We're waking up here on day 2. Nice idea at Country Camp. There's a buck, baby one. Tell me what it is. It's nice to have. Well, morning of day 2. Just had a deer come right through camp. That was pretty neat. A little buck, maybe a couple years old. Just had like one little spike each way. He was just chilling by camp. Came right up next to Wes there. Went next to our stuff behind us. Yeah. Nice to see during breakfast. So, want to see breakfast? Not much. That's it. Denver omelet for the next mile meal. And we're about to hit the road. Depending on what we do today, we got like maybe 6 to 8 miles, depending on where we go, either Junction Meadow or Vidette Meadow. I think Micah was saying last night, Junction Meadow is supposed to be the more scenic one of the camps, so we might stop there. Here's lunch for the day. Got my Star-Kissed chicken buffalo. Pretty good stuff. And then I've got one of these Hector turned us on to. It is almond butter and raspberry. Pretty good. We're at, what is this, what creek is this? Charlotte Creek is where we're at for lunch today. About halfway to our camp for the night, which is Junction Meadow. Yeah, great day so far. We made saw one rattlesnake too. Well, we've made it into camp here. We are at, what is this, the Junction Meadow camp. See behind me right here, I got the Haven tarp and net set up. Let me just show you around camp so you can see what it's all going on. Actually, I'll show you the tents first. So, I'm gonna come this way. You got my tent, Haven net, tarp, or Haven tarp, net inner. I've got my big Agnes pad in there with my Cedar Ridge quilt. Monica has her X-Therm with another Cedar Ridge quilt. I'm gonna come around this way. Hopefully there's nothing in any of these guys' tents that you shouldn't be seeing. David's got his Lunar Solo LE. I think he's just got his air pad out right now. Yeah, he's got a marmot bag in there. X-Lite. Let's see here. Another Lunar Solo. That's Wes's tent. He's got his pad in there. I believe it's a climate pad. And he's got a custom-made quilt by Monica that he uses along with the Ozark Trails 40-degree bag. That's pretty neat. She did a good job sewing that up. And then Hector here, I don't know if you can even see a tent there. I don't know where it went to. It says Camo Altiplex. He's already got it zipped up, so I won't look inside, but I know he's got an X-Therm in there, and also a, what else has he got in there? He's got the Cedar Ridge. I believe he brought a 0 degree. Let's come over here and check out what Monica's making as a snack for us. Monica?
Yeah.
Can you tell us what you're making for everybody here?
Well, I wanted to surprise you guys, but we are having red velvet cake. Got it all mixed up there with some cream cheese frosting. I'm gonna bake that up right now.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is Junction Meadow. I showed you around camp, and now it's dinner time. I've got some Next Mile Meal Italian meatballs. We've got the fire going right here. Monica's got a red velvet cake that she made for us. Looks pretty darn good. Let me see if I can flip this around. I'll try to zoom in on it quick from here. Yeah. That looks great. Thank you, miss.
I'll let you do that one over this.
Oh boy. Well, good morning. It's day 3. This was our camp last night. This was the Junction Meadow lower camp. It was a really nice camp. Lots of space for tents here. You can see where David is behind me right there. There's a tent there. Hector's was over there, and Wes's. Where I'm standing right now is where our tent was. And then we had a couple hikers come in late last night, and they set up 2 more tents over there. So plenty of room here. Had a nice fire pit, nice fire going on, and slept really good, even though I've got a gear failure. Looks like my air mattress doesn't want to hold air completely. So last night we took all our sit pads and put them underneath my sleeping pad as well. So hopefully that keeps me warm. I've got a 0 degree bag. I should be nice and warm. We're heading up in elevation now. I think today we're going from 8,000 to 10,000 feet. Next day I'll go from 10,000 up to 12 and then down to 10. Today's goal, I believe, will be Charlotte Lake, which maybe we'll get to do some fishing. The river behind us here, Bubbs Creek, is just flowing way too fast to do any fishing here with the Tenkara setups. But here we go to start of day 3. Right before we leave camp, look who comes to visit us. Another deer. Made it here to Vedette Meadow, having lunch. Lunch for the day, ginger soy, star-kissed chicken. Got some peanut butter and jelly to eat, and probably a Quest bar too. But this is beautiful. Behind me you got a nice meadow, a creek flowing through. Maybe we'll do fishing, who knows. We're still need to make it to Charlotte Lake, which is another 2.5 miles up the road, 3 miles. It's about 1 o'clock right now, so let's see what happens here and how far we get for today. So this right here is Vedette Meadow. Got Bubbs Creek flowing over here. There's actually quite a few fish in there, but don't have time to fish it. We just finished lunch and we got about another 3 miles to go to get up to Charlotte Lake. And I think we've got about 1,500, 2,000 feet of elevation gain to go still. So it's going to be a fun one. A little butt kicker here today, and then tomorrow we'll go over Glen Pass into Rae Lakes. Should be from Charlotte Lake, maybe about a 5 mile day tomorrow. Today is going to be about a 5 to 6 mile day. So it doesn't sound like a lot of miles, but when you're in the Sierra up in elevation, that's a lot of miles. So here we go. I'm gonna get back to camp, pack everything up, and hit the trail. We have made it to the 10,000 foot mark. We're gonna be going up to almost 12,000 feet tomorrow. I'll probably only go up about another 1,000 feet right now, maybe a little bit less, maybe under. I think it might be like 10.8 or 10.7. But here we go. We're going that way, just right behind Hector. What a view. What a view. Came to another junction. We're up pretty high right now. Probably like 10.5, 10.6, somewhere in there. And look what this sign says. Rae Lakes. Only 4.6 miles more to go. That's going to be for tomorrow. We're probably going to stop there tonight. Charlotte Lake, which is right up that way past West. And then if we wanted to, say if we wanted to just head out to Independence, we'd head off Kearsarge Pass. That way 3.5 miles. Then you still got to go down to Onion Valley. So the Kearsarge Lakes are 3 miles that way. Bullfrog Lake a half mile. And look at that sign. John Muir Trail, south and north. Don't know how many miles we're doing on this one of John Muir Trail, but get to do part of it. Pretty cool. We have came to our junction here, and camp for the night is going to be down this way towards Charlotte Lake. And that leaves tomorrow to Rae Lakes, 4.2 miles. Made it into camp. It's a little bit after 5. What time is it? I don't even know what time it is. 5:12. We're all set up. We're right above Charlotte Lake, overlooking it behind us here. Beautiful campsite. We're all gonna make some meals here, then do a water run. I've got my All-American Works burger, and on top of what you usually put in there, like the mayo, mustard, relish, ketchup, and cheese, I've got some bacon here that Monica gave me that I'm gonna toss in as well. So it'll be a All-American Works bacon cheeseburger. Yeah, it was a fun day out there. A long day. Gained a lot of elevation coming up. And coming up we got to see a bear. That was pretty cool to see. And seeing him run across the creek on the other side. Had a good lunch over at Junction Meadow. And that was just climb all the way up to here. Tomorrow we've got another big climb going over Glen Pass, which is right under 12,000 feet. And we'll be then going down into Rae Lakes, which is our goal on the Rae Lakes Loop. That's what you want to come out here for. So we're going to enjoy dinner here. It's going to get cold tonight now. So we'll see you in the morning. Before we go to bed, we're going to treat us some amazing views here with the sunset. So you can see just the colors there are amazing. I'll point up here, you got some pink clouds. Let me zoom out. The clouds are pink. Come over here, you got the pink clouds all on the mountain here. Just amazing. And camp for the night. Everybody just chilled right here. We made our dinner, went down to get some water, and now it's going to be bedtime, so we'll see you tomorrow morning. Morning of day 4, and cold one last night. Didn't freeze anything. I think this water bladder's got a couple ice crystals in it. Other than that, my bag's got a little bit of frost on as well. We're gonna make some breakfast, head on out. I was gonna do something quick for breakfast, but because it's so cold, I want something warm. So I've got some oatmeal, some strawberries and cream. Yeah, I know it's not keto, but it's a quick little meal. So I'm gonna make that. Maybe make some tea, warm up, and then pack up and head out. Hopefully we can be out of here within an hour or so, because we've got a long hike that way. It's not too far to the lake's only like 4.3 miles, but we've got, I think, 1,500 feet of elevation gain, or 1,200 feet, something like that. So we got all day to get there anyways, but here we go. Start of day 4. So that right there is Charlotte Lake. We got some water last night before it in the little meadow over here. But now we get to go this way. And We go up, 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 and then down into Rae Lakes. Stopped for a little breather here, and right across the way is Charlotte Dome. We were below that the other day having lunch at Charlotte Creek. But I believe we're up over 11,000 feet now. David there. A little bit of a butt kicker, huh?
It's not that bad.
Look at that view behind him. Wow. Can't beat these Sierra views. Came across another lake here, and that thing is just clear blue. Got all the snow that's just melting into it. There's another one on the backside right over there that we'll come up and see soon. I have another glacier fed lake here. Got about another 400 feet more to go up to Glen Pass. Wow, here we go. I'll push to Glen Pass. As we're going up to Glen Pass here, we're all huffing and puffing, and Hector's about to hit the switchback, come up. David's got that switchback. Wes has hit that switchback now. So a bunch of switchbacks up. Then we'll be up to Glen Pass. Probably about 200 feet more of elevation gain. I was showing you earlier, we're just right over there. These views are just killer views. Here we go, up, up, up. Let's get to Glen Pass. And look where we are. Group's all here. This is Glen Pass. And there's the goal. Right down there, Rae Lakes. Beautiful. Congratulations, everybody. Okay, everybody up here. We all made it, Glen Pass. Now we can turn around. We have to go along that on our way down. You can see those people coming across. Somebody broke the trail going down through. So we get to go through that. Here come Monica and David down. They're going down the rocks. We took this sketchy section down. What do you think, Hector?
It's awesome.
And Wes is up ahead. Looks like he took his micro spikes off already. But this is supposed to be the worst section of snow. If I'm breathing hard, it's not because I'm scared. It might be a little scary, but we're still at 11,800 feet. This is not going to do this any justice, but Glen Pass is right in there. Just came down that. I can see a few people right in there in a sketchy spot that we were at earlier. A few more people coming down. Man, that'll get your heart pumping. We have came to Upper Rae Lake. Look at the mountains above it, how big they are, and all the snow left. But we got a good view here. Creek's flowing in right down there, and the lake is full. Beautiful. Like I said before, this is Upper Rae Lake. We're going to continue on to Middle Rae Lake. Well, we made it to our destination for this trip, Rae Lakes. Let me show you around camp here. We got here about an hour ago. An hour and a half ago. Had to come down Glen Pass, which, man, that was pretty cool. But let me show you camp what we got here. We're the only ones here. You don't see that every time here at Rae Lakes. That's a very popular backpacking destination in the Eastern Sierra. But we got the whole camp to ourselves right now. Let me turn the camera around, show you what we got here. Got my Haven tarp. Maka's snacking on something good. We've got David's lunar solo. We got Wes's lunar solo. It's like the Six Moon Designsville place. And then we got Altiplex here, which is Hector's shelter of choice. And look at this, there's a big area right here you could camp at if you wanted to. There's another one up higher, another one over there. Nobody camped here. Look, we got a bear locker there and a bear locker right there. And look what's right there, the lake. I already gone down there, washed up a little, filtered some water. Now it's time to go fishing. Brought the Tenkara rod with me. So, let me flip it around here again. Like I said, I brought the Tenkara rod with me. Brand new to this stuff, so I forced myself to use it for this trip, so I brought it with me. We're gonna go use it right now. Do a little fishing before dinner time. So let's go fishing. Right off. Hector got his first fish. First fish of the trip. Got himself a little brook trout. Nicely done. Nice. Little brook trout. First fish on the Tenkara rod. And just on a little mosquito fly. I'll let him go. Try to get another one. Got him. Noah reel. Fish. Another little brook. So the rod I'm using here is the Tenkara Rod Company Sierra rod, and the way the wind is blowing right now, it's a little tough to be throwing this out there. The fish are just out of reach. I can't get to stay out there. I'm gonna keep trying, see what I get, but it's a little tough out here with the wind that's blowing. But loving this rod so far, and got some fish on it already, and be quite a few more before this day, or this trip's done. Be right there once it's strung up. Just out of reach here for the Tenkara. Oh.
They're
I
coming.
say that, and then look what happens.
I had a whole.
Ooh,
whole
man,
bunch of them following me.
this fish is fighting good. It's a little tiny feller.
Yeah, I had one that was fighting good, and he was tiny.
Well, on this Tenkara rod, look at that bend. He's every bit of 6 inches. What are you doing, huh? Oh, into the water. Beautiful brook trout. And don't worry, my hand's still wet. About a 6 incher. Beautiful fish. Pressure's on Hector, but he's just been the fish slayer so far. He's got a fish on, I think already, yeah. Just threw out, fish on. Still on?
Yeah.
Where's he off now? Yeah, he's got a little brook on, I think.
Ooh, got
Oh,
loose.
it just came off right there.
Just Thomas Cyclone.
Thomas Cyclone. He can cast out really far compared to the Tenkara. I've been doing with the spinning rods for a while. That put a little pressure on me to use a different setup out here. Believe me, it's a lot of fun doing the spinning rod, and you get fish right and left. He just had a fish following his fish
Yeah,
up.
he's following them. See that?
Bring it over here to the camera. I just want to show the camera what you got here real quick. He's got another brook. I'm using a Thomas Cyclone, but there's a brook. It doesn't want to focus for some reason. There's that Thomas Cyclone. Brook trout. Good job, sir. Right there. Wow. Oh yeah, this is a good one too.
Oh, right out of his mouth. There's some right.
Another good brook. Look at that thing. Beautiful fish. Oh boy.
21.
Oh man. real quick, just so you see the colors. That guy, beautiful fish. Well, we're having dinner now. Had a great time fishing. Hector caught a lot of fish, so did Wes. I caught quite a few on the Tenkara, had a lot of fun. Even Monica got on the action. She came down and caught, I think, 4 or 5. Six. She caught 6 over there. So here's what's for dinner. Packet Gourmet All-American Works Burger. I love this. This is like my little treat for myself. So I had a few of these. I wanted to save them for special nights, and since we made it here to Rae Lakes, it's my treat. So I'll make that here shortly. Probably have a pomegranate tea with it as well. Yeah, I said tea, but it's pretty good tea. But we're all having a good time here. I'm gonna flip the camera around so you can see everybody here. Got Monica right there.
Hey.
You got Hector.
Hello.
Wes.
What up?
And David behind him. So it's been a great time today. Coming down that pass. Just beautiful, the views that we had out here. And that was rewarding. Getting all the elevation coming up and to see that. So we're going to enjoy some dinner. I might film a little bit more, but if not, this will be the end of day 4.
It's fine right there. It's nice and flat. That's going quick.
Morning of, was it day 5?
It is.
Yeah, morning of day 5. Just making some breakfast here. Got to sleep in a little. Got the next mile meal, Denver omelet. Monica's here making a blueberry muffin. Hector's already caught the biggest fish in the lake this morning. Wes over here has had like 2 cups of coffee. David's out there getting pictures of the reflection. It's been a good morning. We even had a nice deer come through camp. Big old buck. Like 3 points, I think.
3 points.
Yeah.
Yep.
2?
Still have the fuzz on
Yeah, still had the fuzz.
Ready for the rut season.
So we're gonna have some fun here at Rae Lakes today. Do some fishing, do some laundry, just relax. So it'll be a good day.
Interesting.
So Monica here has made us a delicious breakfast meal. I'm gonna show you what it is. A blueberry muffin. Thank you very much.
It's gonna be good.
Okay, this morning we decided to come around the upper lake by a waterfall. Got a big waterfall behind us here. I'm gonna take out the Tenkara, do a little fishing here.
That was close. What? I thought you got hooked.
Monica has a fish on over there.
I gotta find it.
And if I pull it back out, Wes has one on too. Lots of brook trout in this area. Lots of brooks. So I can come down on that guy. Look at that. Beautiful little fish. Beautiful little brook.
That's the spot right there.
No,
Dave.
about third here.
That hasn't been
I
fished
switched
yet.
over to a pheasant tail nymph,
Told you.
like one of the beathead ones,
Yeah.
so it'd sink more.
Jason.
Yeah.
Why are you acting funny?
Got a nice brook trout on. Want you to see the colors on this one here. Oh, come on. The colors on that fish are amazing. Beautiful fish. another fish on. By the way, the water's super cold. Everybody's catching fish out here.
Swallowed it. Gonna be marmot food.
Another little brook.
Got some intestines stuck on here. No, I'm just kidding.
Barbel's hooks, and away he goes. See if I can get one more. Take it by.
Have you seen those?
And
Those slingshot?
another fish. 3 for 3. Man, I really love this tenkara. Fish fight so good on here. One more brook. Beautiful fish. We were just fishing right in here, but I wanted to show you where Glen Pass is, which is right there. And that's where we came down from yesterday. I'll zoom in up there. Man, that's a gnarly looking pass. You can barely see the line going across that we walked across down. But yeah, zoom back out. That's a ways down, that's for sure. I think it's like 1,500 feet or something down to here, if not a little bit more. I just skipped them across. Monica on a fish. And Wes coming back, trying to swim to the island. Fishing on for Monica. Get herself a nice brook trout. Fish on. I got my sleeping pad out here, and come to find out I had 2 pinhole leaks in here. Each night just had a little leak, and we had enough time to wet it here today and put it in the water at the lake. And I've patched 2 spots. Here's one side. I patched the other side as well. We'll let it dry now, and we'll test it again, see if these patches are holding, and then put it back in my tent. Hopefully I'll have a nice full pad for this night. The last 4 nights I've been sleeping with a deflated pad. Luckily everybody's giving me their sit pads to sleep in there too. This is so much fun.
Like this back at home.
So Hector's fishing here, catching a lot of trout, and then you got Monica over there. She's catching a lot of trout in the tenkara. Doing well. It's been a great day here for day 5. Caught a lot of fish. Everybody caught fish out here. It was great. A lot of them. Just tons of fish. Caught them on the tenkara rods, on the spinning outfits, it didn't matter. The brooks and rainbows were biting. It's been a good day for all of us. Now it's time for dinner. Dinner tonight. Next Mile meal, coconut chicken curry. It's one of my favorites from them. It takes about 8 ounces of water. And yeah, that'll be my dinner for tonight. Got a little bit cold last night. Probably another cold one tonight. Air mattress wasn't holding air. We thought we patched it the best we can. Still got a little pinhole leak. So middle of the night, I'll just blow it up again and be fine. So we'll see you tomorrow at the morning of day 6. Okay, let's get in the sun. Well, it's the morning of day 6. We're leaving the Rae Lakes area, heading down, heading north. Getting passed by a cabin today, a ranger cabin that just got staffed, we heard. And then we'll probably make it to the Woods Creek Bridge and probably camp there for the night. It's probably 7 or 8 miles. But yeah, this is the beginning of day 6. Here we go. Got a couple deer right there. All 4 does.
See the 3 lined up.
Look at that sign. We are back under 10,000 feet. Man, heading down this way to Woods Creek. Find a place for lunch here in about an hour. We're kicking butt coming down. Gonna zoom in on it there for you, but right across the way there's a big waterfall. It's just massive coming down into the valley. Very big. Well, we've made it down from Rae Lakes. We got the Woods Creek crossing right here we're about to do. Been a blast today. Easier, much easier hike downhill than uphill. Glad the way we came, they'll get that steepness out of the way right away. But we'll be doing this bridge here in a second. We can only do one person at a time on the bridge. So there's a group coming across right now. And we'll be next. Yeah. Shit. We came over this bridge here, which crosses over Woods Creek. You see these 2 creeks. I don't know which one's which, but I believe it all turns into Woods Creek, which is flowing right there. And we'll be fording this tomorrow by Upper Paradise. Beautiful views out here. All that snow up there still. The JMT and PCT goes up this canyon here. We'll probably be going up around here shortly, and I'll show you where that breaks off. But this is a cool bridge. It was fun crossing it, so. Oh my gosh, there's a big old trout in there. I just saw. Big one right in there. 2 big ones. Sorry for the squirrel there, but there's like some big trout in there. They're easily probably 12 to 14 inches. Well, this is the end of day 6 here. We have made it to the big bridge. After we crossed the bridge, we decided to come back and do some fishing and then set up camp here. We're right next to a creek over here. I guess this would be the Woods Creek Crossing Bridge Camp. Right here, back down a little ways is a junction with the JMT and PCT. It's a beautiful campsite. We got set up over here. Got the group behind me. Everybody's just relaxing, just cooking their dinner now. We've got all our tents set up here, and we have a fire over there. God, I love having a fire here. So this is going to be it for the end of day 6. We'll see you tomorrow for day 7. Forgot to show you dinner. All American Works burger, added some bacon that Monica gave me. It's going to be a good one. Got a nice visitor into camp right now. Little deer, just getting his antlers in. Good morning. It is day 7 out here, and we all just woke up right now. Just had a deer going through camp. That was pretty cool. And we'll be doing our big water crossing today on Woods Creek. Going from this crossing here at Woods Creek with a bridge all the way down to Middle Paradise is where we're going to stay our last night, and then we'll have an easy 7 miles out. It wasn't too bad here last night. It wasn't that cold, even though my air mattress was basically flat again the whole night. But luckily everybody brought some sit pads, so I had those under me as well. Slept okay actually. So here we go, start day 7. It's time for breakfast. Let me show you what I got. Denver omelet from Next Mile Meal, and then to spice it up a little, got these from Wes. He hiked in this big old bottle of Tabasco sauce and some Mrs. Dash. So I'm going to throw both those in. So thanks, Wes.
You're welcome.
Spices up that Denver omelet pretty darn good.
And lightens my pack just a tad bit more.
Yes, it does. So we're going to have this breakfast here and then head on down the trail. Oh, we're making some good time coming out of camp today. But these views are just amazing back here. These high granite cliffs, man, beautiful. I just talked to 2 people going up, and they just did the pass, or not the pass, the water crossing down at Paradise, and they said it's not too bad. Maybe knee-high deep, which is pretty cool. I'm okay with that, as long as it's not waist-high. And they saw 2 bears coming up after that crossing, so we'll be on the lookout for some bears. I know we've actually seen a deer and some grouse up here, which was cool. I think it was a grouse. I think that's what it was, a mountain grouse. But the deer we saw was really neat. That was just, I don't know, maybe 50 yards back. And we're heading down the trail. It's a good day. Good day to be out here in Kings Canyon. Very nice waterfall flowing there. There's so many waterfalls flowing throughout the canyon. You don't really hear about it, and I'm sort of surprised. I'm blown away by all these waterfalls. Here's the river crossing. This is Woods Creek. Looks like it's just about knee-high right here. Going back through. See Hector across the way, he already crossed. So I'm going to go across here. Look again. There's going. Marco's going as well. She's putting on her water shoes. I'm just going to go over my Lone Peaks. We just crossed the creek. Wasn't that deep, only like knee deep. So it's time for lunch. Lunch, buffalo style chicken and olives. Good stuff. And we only got maybe 2.5, 3 miles to our camp at Middle Paradise. So here we go. We made it into camp now. We're staying over at the Middle Paradise Valley camp. It's back that way. I thought I'd show you guys the river down here. Just came down here right now. Look at this. This is beautiful. So what I'm gonna do, got the tenkara rod out. I'm gonna try to do a little tenkara fishing quick. Maybe I'll catch a trout for dinner. We haven't caught anything big enough for dinner yet. Everything's been really small except for one that Hector got, which was good size. But I'll try my luck over here. Try right in there. There's a nice little spot. Maybe I'll wait out for a little bit and get my feet wet, but man, this is beautiful. Look around me. Wow. Big mountains there, big granite cliffs. This is amazing. So this is the Middle Paradise Valley camp, which is right behind the camera. Everybody just set up their tents there. We got in the camp probably about an hour ago and just relaxing and resting. It's our last night and we've got it easy, like 7 miles out. So let's get to some fishing quick. was a lot of fun fishing with a Tenkara rod. Caught 3 trout out here out of the creek. Monica's got quite a few as well. Wasn't planning the sun to go down that quick, but we got this big cliff behind us. It's probably like 1,500, 2,000 feet high. So the sun's already set behind it. So it's getting a little chilly right away. So I got out of the water. I'm gonna wash up real quick, then head back to camp, and we'll enjoy a campfire and some food as well. Well, the sun went down. Sorry for the shadows. Just showing you dinner for the night. Next mile meal, Italian meatballs, really good. And we're gonna start a fire right there. Everybody's making their dinners. He's already ate. Have you ate yet?
Nope, having the same thing as you.
Oh, nice. So we're gonna enjoy this last campfire we have here, and then try to get an early start in the morning, somewhat early, because we'll have a long drive back home. But this will be the end of day 7. Well, it's the morning of day 8. Just packing up camp. Woke up earlier than we have the whole trip because we got about 6-7 miles out and then a nice, probably 6-hour ride home. The camp is packed up. Still got my tent up. Everybody else's tents are down. Everybody's having a little breakfast. Then we're heading down the trail and we're gonna check out Mist Falls on the way out. So here we go. It's day 8. Well, I now know why they call it Mist Falls. This area is just so misty. Almost reminds me of like the Pacific Northwest. So just like almost like a rainforest type feel to it right here. That's Mist Falls back there. It's flowing really good. Well, that's going to be it for our Rae Lakes adventure. Hope you enjoyed it. If you get a chance, check out Monica's channel and Hector's channel. They'll both have videos of this trip as well. We all had a blast out here for 8 days and couldn't ask for a better trip. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. Ring the bell for any notifications of new videos I got coming out. Until the next one, thanks for having me. Well, it is day 4 here. No. No? Okay.
We're camping here tonight!